What is going on, people? Welcome. I have missed this. I'm set up again to do some recording, and we're gonna do a 1.5 sea ice challenge. You can see we have the triple permanent cold snap over here on the right, so it's gonna get very cold very fast. We have our new heroine. That's Georgette. She is a quick sleeping psychically dull baseliner. And I have all the DLC for RimWorld installed, including the latest and greatest. In terms of the world map, you can see we're here, the very North Pole, the coldest tile I could find that was sea ice. So there we go. Average -119 to -19 Fahrenheit. On an ice planet, we're in the far south, virtually at the South Pole. Does not look like a very hospitable place, and this little guy here is where Georgette is going to try to make her way. So, little look at the map here. There's some animals at this point, but there won't be for long. We do have some ancient exostrider action going on over there. Otherwise, not a lot. Now, I've tried this about 10 times and just to see what I can get away with and what I can't. It still seems doable in 1.5. So let's have a go here. And we got to pause it as soon as she pops out. Just in that time, we lost a few degrees Fahrenheit. So let's go ahead and allow everything. Not going to bother with any of this crap yet. We need to build out of steel. We need to build near to our stuff over here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a little structure. All right, so if she can make it through this construction phase, she's already botched one. That is not a good start. Construction skill is 4, but she's already hypothermic and shivering. So if she can get through it, you also have to bring your supplies over. Don't finish that. Build the door early because it's a lot of material. The colder she gets, the less chance she's going to have at actually succeeding at that. And she's going to botch one of these. No, that was fantastic. All right, so let's let her warm up a bit. That went better than every other attempt I've had to do this. So you can see she's still gaining hypothermia. Yes, temperature indoor is rapidly getting warmer, though. I feel like these... Oh, wait, hold on. There's wildlife. Okay, we're not going to get a chance to grab that. I feel like these get a little bit redundant. As soon as she gets back from hypothermia, we'll... I can't believe we succeeded in that. So let's... we'll have to expand. We'll have to gather our supplies. There's meals that are far enough out. Why orders? All right, I forgot to hit the right button on that. Anyway, there's some meals up here. These are in the water. They're not going to make it. There's some over here as well. There's only 3 there, and there's 4 up there. So we do have... This is the same scenario I've done in the last couple versions of the game. So limited food. There's 50 here. There's 7 laying around. 30 meds. 30 components, steel. She does have extra steel versus the default crash landed scenario. So there's 1,087 left. I think it starts with 1,170. What the hell is that thing? That is something from Anomaly. Well, I guess we'll be figuring that out. There's some carcasses around there too. Okay, I don't know much about Anomaly. I'm not gonna lie. I've been not in the best living situation since I stopped recording back in April, but I do miss it. I do have a lot more free time now that I'm not screwing around doing this all the time, I'll tell you that. But let's we do have smart speed on, as well as the super zoom in camera plus. There's a camera plus mod. So let's do this. I need more space sooner rather than later. I also want to build a bed out of silver that will enhance her place here. I can't build it there. Can't build it there. And that's because the overlap zones for those stupid fires. Anytime she opens the bloody door, it gets... how about we do this and this? You don't want her working on anything important while she's at all hypothermic, but whenever these go back to 100, it'll be nice to know what percentage that's going to happen at here. Just for future reference, we know at 62% hypothermia, she will... Oh, okay. She will go down and be incapacitated. And if she's outside and there's no one to rescue her, that is game over. I turn out poor, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Okay. So where do we go from here? These get awful redundant in my opinion, but I think we need somewhere to store our crap, so we can do something like that. Maybe we take it a little tick further than that even, and then give those the axe, and then we can, well, we might be able to roof this up without even needing to do that, although we are going to have to double wall this if we're not going to die. That's always going to be necessary. So right now temperature inside is 80, so she's probably a bit uncomfortably hot. Well, she will be when she's not hypothermic anyway. So I'm going to start by doing some roofing area out here. I haven't really done anything with her work. She's not great at anything. Oh dear lord, here comes 8 without a table, and 8 while freezing her cojones off. How much wood do we have? Okay, so we started with 300 wood. I'm gonna get our stuff put under a roof, and then I'm gonna double wall this. And actually we'll have to figure out how to do an expansion so we can get a research bench going, because right now we don't have much. We could do a drum party, assuming we can do it outside. Okay, can't do that yet. Alright, so then let's set up a stockpile zone like that. If we can get this stuff protected, it's going to be much better off. There you go. And I don't think we're going to be doing too much running around in terms of to the far sides of the map to gather up all the crap that's waiting in there. I'm going to go ahead and set up some zones here so that we can keep her safe. I don't have the cleaning mod. It's not updated for 1.4, so she's probably just going to clean the home zone. But as you can see, there's been no filth yet, so that's fantastic. We're already pushing some hypothermia, so now I can just tell her, hey, go inside and hang out. As soon as we get this double walled, oh, she was carrying some food, then we'll reduce to 1 fire. You can see the temperature bounces around quite a bit in here. Also takes bloody forever for her to... We're gonna have to go at least 3 speed at least while I'm waiting for her to not be so cold. Alright, and unrestrict. There you go. Take your stuff outside. So the components are gonna rot faster. The meals are gonna rot relatively quick. The wood will rot very slowly. Like, it looks like it has about 300 days before it disappears. Where are you headed? Okay. Don't go anywhere dumb. And we're just gonna head inside here. Later on, we'll have a proper base, assuming we make it that far, but I want anything perishable. It'd be really nice if we could grab these meals, but I think they're going to be too far out. So I think we're just going to have to forbid those to prevent any mishaps from happening and her death occurring. I've lost her too many times practicing for this. It's been tough, man. You never know what's possible and what's not until you try. Alright, so yeah, I bet she gets slept in the heat. Cramped interior. Well, she's not getting slept in the heat, so that's good. I do appreciate that. Alright, we can unrestrict as well. So I took my eyes off her for a second. She ran outside and ate a meal. We're going to have to go back in already. Not home. Inside warm. It's going to be slow going. First goal, gather this crap up, and then we'll expand and double wall, and then we'll see where we're at and what our options are. The bigger space we make, the worse off we are in terms of keeping it warm. Is there any steel otherwise nearby? These are a maybe. It's neg 139 Fahrenheit, which isn't awful compared to where it's going to go come winter. Maybe we see if we can make a run for these, because that's pretty much an extra day that we can survive if she can make it over there. So wait for it to wash away. Okay, there you go. Wait for it to go away completely if you're gonna try something stupid like this too. So go haul those. And 4x speed. 4x speed's dangerous because you can lose her. Alright. She's made it. Bam. No frostbite too. Oh, visitors. You don't say. That's free shit. Now, the next problem is, which faction are these guys? So they are from Ebutlia. Let's go check factions here. So it's these cats. I don't know if they're going to get mad if their people die here. They do like me for both follow Astropolitan, whatever the hell that means, but let's see how they're faring. Yeah. Oh, they have a wake-up addiction, so we're going to get some drogas out of this one. Usually one will go down, the rest will hover around. There you go. Alright, well, we have meals. Yep. This guy, Lee, are you going to make it off? Yeah, Lee's totally great. So, holy crap. They just like went down and croaked right away. That's bananas, man. We do want to gather all this stuff for smelting later as well. So let's slow it down a little bit. And she's not hypothermic. So we'll store slag somewhere later on too. I'm going to allow all this crap. What is up with that cat? You see his eyeballs? He's got some trait. No. That's weird. Alright. Maybe he's non-human. What is he? Bio. There's a dirt mole. There you go. Alright, so anyways, meals. And this for money and these weapons for later on. I should probably drop her weapon because that's just going to make it harder. It'd be nice if we could strip these people. So right now we have synthread, which is a horrible, horrible material. Like their normal synthread shirt, for instance. Only does 5.7. That's Celsius. I'm just gonna stick with Fahrenheit, but you can see on the screen here, it's 10.3 degrees Fahrenheit that it's helping with insulation for a normal quality. So cloth, that's actually better than cloth. Holy shit. And poor cloth isn't going to be anything even it's going to be worse. So gear, yeah. Now here we go. Poor muffalo wool. Only 10. Alright, well, I guess we're doing better than these schmucks were. So I'm going to allow all this stuff, and then I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get her to come out and deal with it. There we go. We're going to throw up some roofs on this side. You always end up with so much crap. I should build some shelves, but material is sort of at a premium right now. So let's... That dude's still hanging. I just croaked. Still hanging on. That's what I was going to say before I cut myself off there. Alright, I guess... Oh, my word. Yeah, just grab that. Oh, gosh. This is how you risk frostbite. And, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it is like... You could lose a finger, then your manipulation is crap. You could lose a toe, then your movement slows down. So it's in your best case scenario interest to keep your pawn as healthy as possible. If you read the description, it'll tell you how to play this. You can pull down my starting save from before she hits the ground. And it also tells you the changes you have to make to the core defs in your game to actually get people to show up on your map, which otherwise they will not due to extreme weather. And you spend a whole lot of time just waiting for hypothermia to go away here. Alright, there we go. Let's unrestrict. I'm going to start up here. I do have the pick up and haul mod active, so she will grab things that are nearby when she goes to haul. Although in that case she didn't, but... Alright. You're going to refuel the fire. That's fine. We have to keep a close eye. Where are you going? No, don't do that. Stay inside. Anyway, keep a close eye on things. You can get by just fine. How do you turn off automatic refuel? I think we can get by with one. I'm going to grab this stuff. That was a really good first event, by the way. And then we're going to... You know what? I don't know. I had to double check. What? Oh, okay. She's not in a spot where she could actually retrieve it. Anyway, I had to double check how cold it got earlier on in the 1.3 version. See, she is gonna go for broke here and bring it all back. I need you to just drop everything you have and probably go inside. We'll grab those in a minute. So that's everything we needed, everything we were trying to achieve. I do have to keep these episodes short. I really have to try to keep it 20 minutes. So my internet's not what it should be given my living situation. It's much slower than the fiber optic I had before. I'm running off some Starlink satellite at this point, and upload speed is gonna take some time to. I hate that she does that. Anyway, yeah, go inside, Warm. It's gonna take some time to get these pushed out, so I'm not promising I'm gonna be doing an episode a day. I'm just gonna do the best I can here and give you some entertainment. People seem to love these ice sheet games. It's always a question with a new version. Is it still possible? And I think we're gonna prove that it is. So what we... Oh, my fire went out. Okay, so the fire went out and she's still recovering, but it's 45 Fahrenheit. That's 7 Celsius. That's pretty stinking cold. So it's time for some expansion here. It's probably time to fuel that fire too, actually. When she opens the door, that's a major problem. So right now we have 224 wood. Oh yeah. She's seeking safe temperatures, I'm sure. Okay, she's recovering. Anyway, we're going to push these out, then we'll haul these ones out. I do have the MinifyEverything mod on, so you can uninstall and install doors. And, yeah, I think that'll work well. We have no geothermal here. In the comments for the last game, people talked about wanting me to... What are you doing? Wanting me to grab some geothermal and make some use out of it, but... The reality of that situation is she's getting too cold for this. Alright, you have to go inside. That's just not an option. Turns out sea ice doesn't have geothermal vents. I need 2 more spaces, so we're gonna take 2. I'm not even sure I might be able to build a stool there. Do I have enough silver for that? Furniture, stool, donde está? There you are. Silver, 250. That's beautiful. And we'll shift things around later on and see if we can't make a nice spot. I'm gonna have to get a table here too. We're gonna have to gather steel, so let's do unrestrict. There you go. Okay, making walls, bringing that in, restricting, forbidding until she's no longer hypothermic. You see how fast that happens. She's already at 15%. The early game is tough. If you can get past the early game, people, you can do it sans issue. And allow that. I'm kind of excited. This one has gone way better than several of my other attempts. I think what we're going to do is blast our roof out a bit. We need to keep an eyeball on things like the meds, the components, alright? That turned out normal. So we're going to need an airlock too, so we can get that going. That'll help with temps here. Build a copy there. Then we're going to do something like this across the board. Bam. That's going to make it really cold inside. Look how cold it gets, like almost instantly. So still, it's neg 148 Fahrenheit. That's neg 100 Celsius. I don't understand why she doesn't do it. She's just like, just kind of going to walk around for a few minutes here. I have to have some... Where are you going? Something to build out of here. Whatever. All those zones are the same at this point. What are you doing? Consuming a fine meal. That does not seem wise. You should also be inside at this point. So in terms of steel, we have 262 left. Hopefully, we have enough to get some power up, some heaters made. I'm gonna have to do some kind of storage room somewhere. I'm also gonna need another door. There's no slag. I think we just have this one. Yeah, that's it. We need to get space trade going as soon as we can. We need to be able to smelt as soon as we can. So, Georgette here, not good at mining, and that's pretty far away, so we're not going to be able to leverage that for a while, but that's amazing. Silver meteorite. Well, please leave me a like if you're enjoying. Leave a comment. I read them all. I do respond. I'll be more on top of that now that I'm recording again. I very much appreciate you guys being here, as does Georgette Martin, the hero of the day. That's all I have for today, guys. I will see you next time.